Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ibilate and I'm a Nigerian in Canada. I post videos on immigration, travel, life in Canada in general, remote jobs, job leads, so things like that. Because on this channel, we're all about upgrading ourselves. So stick with me, guys. Subscribe. Share my channel with your friends, your family. Please, let's ensure that we grow this family. Like, guys, I really need your help to do this. I can't do this by myself. So engage with my videos, like them, comment down below so I can interact with you guys and know more of what you want to see from me. So today's video is a topic that I have come across several times. Like, I have this question asked to me a number of times because prior to coming to Canada, I was working remotely in Nigeria. And for people who might not be totally familiar with remote work, it's job or service you're providing to your employer in another location while you are in a different location. So sometimes they might not provide should I say, like office tools. Sometimes they might not provide like work tools for you. You might be footing all that bill yourself, but you're just getting the job done for them. Like every day, maybe you hop on meetings, they give you tasks, things like that, and you're working from a different location for them. So your job is not time bound per se, or should I say, like location bound, but you're getting all the benefits, you're getting everything. And the question I usually get is that, is it worth it moving to that location of that job when I can be doing my job from wherever I want to? Should I just pack up and leave when I'm getting the same benefits, maybe even better, because some people would rather not work from a location, right? Like they'll rather be working on their own time. Some people even go on vacations and they are still doing their job. So they are very comfortable with that kind of lifestyle and you're wondering, okay, so if I'm a Nigerian working in Nigeria for a company, like let's say in Canada, like why do I have to relocate? Why do I have to go there? And personally, I'll say everybody has their reasons for wanting to relocate. Everybody has what drives them. But today I'm going to be discussing a few things that can help you make those decisions. So we've discussed what a remote job is like. At least I've briefly explained what your day to day would probably look like, the kind of services that you might provide. Most times, it can really be in anything. There are people who do digital marketing. There are a lot of people in tech working remotely. There's even telemedicine. So if you're a doctor and you feel like maybe you want that as a side gig, there's also that. So now into the reasons, or into, should I say, like things you can do to help you decide if you should relocate despite working remotely. I know for some people they are relocating to join their families. Someone can be in Ghana working for a Kenyan company, but their family is in the US, so they want to go and join them. I know people like that, they already have their reasons, but if you're still leaning towards, should I go? Should I crave a new path for myself? Should I just up and leave my comfort zone? Then here are the few things I did to help me make those decisions. First one was prayer. So yes, some people might look at it like, oh my God, cliche, like prayer, like who is not going to pray, right? But not just that your everyday prayer, not just God, I want to change destination, I want to change location. Oh God, I don't tire for this place, or entrench me. Not those kind of prayers. Like like proper intercession, proper prayer for discernment. Let me just put it like that. It is what it is. So you have to ask God for those things. God to give you like a clearer idea and understanding of what you should do. Which country you're going to, or is it city? Because sometimes some people like make this relocation city to city. It doesn't have to be a whole other country or even continent. So you have to pray. I know, like they say, prayer is the key. Indeed, it is. And every good and perfect gift comes from the Lord. Yeah, I'm a Christian, so I have to quote the Bible. Every good and perfect gift comes from the Lord. So if you're not seeking God about this decision, then what are you doing? And please seek Him before you apply, because sometimes when you've already gotten it, and then you look at it like, it's the will of God. Now, if it wasn't the will of God, I won't get it, right? So once you've gotten your visa and everything, you're just thinking of moving straight on. So you should seek God first. You should ask Him before you move. I know someone who um has very good points because you know the Canadian Express Entry is a point-based system. He has very good points that will enable him apply for it and he'll get his PR. But he decided to pray first and even spoke to an intercessor. And the person told him, I mean, even he himself, he got the message from God directly that it's not time for you to move. You would move, but there are some things I need you to do in this country first before you move. So sometimes it's just that, and you don't know, and you go and get ahead of yourself. So let's do it step by step. Number two, ensure that you're making your own decision. What I mean by that is let no one influence you, let the lifestyle of someone else not influence you. I know some people were like, oh, this person just left like 3 months ago. The person is already living large. Like, what am I waiting for? Not necessarily. Some people even feel like, oh, all my friends have left. I'm alone. What am I doing? You make new friends if you have to, but don't ensure that you make a whole life changing decision, such as relocation, just by what you're seeing, just by people around you. No, that is not enough. Ensure that you want to do, ensure that it's coming from your own, should I say, from your own interests, yes, from the way you view life, from the way you see yourself. I mean, we all have plans for the future, right? That's why they ask you what's your 5 year plan, things like that. Ensure that this thing is fitted into your plans. Like it's not just fitted into like someone else's plan. Yeah, I know like people were okay because of family, but that is still part of their plans. If your plan was solo, your plan was, oh, this is where I'm moving, this is what I'm doing, then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm going to relocate because it's the trending thing. Then I say have a rethink. Okay. Number three is financial obligations. Yes, this is a big one because when you relocate, your finance changes, whether for the better, whether for the worse. I mean, I'm not saying anybody's financial situation is going to get worse. We don't want that, right? I mean, kind of why this channel is here. We're going to be discussing those things. We don't want that. We want everyone's situation to get better. So that is why you need to ensure and calculate and think up your financial obligations before you relocate. I will ensure I link my my planner, my budgeting planner down because when I relocated, my planning kind of changed in the sense that there are certain things I used to spend on in Nigeria that I no longer do here, and vice versa. Like there's some things that are now a necessity here, but not so much when I was there. So I have like a comprehensive planner. I ensure that I plan everything to the T. So as much as you might not know what you're going to start spending on in your new country, maybe because you have never been there before or you don't know what the life is like there, I still say consider your financial obligations. Like, are they going to get better? Okay, let me just paint a clear picture for you. When you relocate, your tax is probably going to be higher. If you're going to like Europe, North America, it's probably going to be higher than what you were paying in Nigeria. So you have to think about that. Rent is paid monthly, not annually. Maybe you have like a large family you're taking care of. If you're relocating alone, like I came alone, I'm not yet married. I mean, it was easier to make that decision like when I came to find where to stay and all that. But you're probably doing this with family. You might want to think of certain things and ensure that they're comfortable so that you're not just dragging other people around with you so that everything is going smoothly, everything is going according to plan, you know. Also for some people that are probably relocating somewhere that maybe the currency is lower, and then you're thinking about, okay, how do I do that? Even if you're going somewhere that the currency is higher, you know, exchange rates and things like that. So really consider your financial obligations in terms of your spending and even your earning. It's very, very important. Have a planner, like a budgeting planner, track every expenditure, track everything, even the relocation costs, ensure that you track everything. When you've done all this, then you can be extra sure if this is a life you want. I'd say, if possible, plan a year, like plan for your first year in that new place. Like budget how much it will cost and see if okay, I can keep up with that. I can keep up with that. If I don't get a new job with this, my current job, I can keep up with my lifestyle. Then fam, you are good to go. You don't even need to do anything else. Once your budget, once your finances in check at any time, you are good to go anyway. Hey guys, so I've mentioned 3 points, which are prayer, so that gives you like divine direction, And then I mentioned financial obligations. You have to plan your finances. Well, before your finances, I think you need to know why you are doing this, like why you want to relocate. So you start off with prayer, then you have your why and your what, which is finance, right? So this last point I'm mentioning in this video, I feel like it's also part of the what, but regardless, it is the last, but it is not the least. So that would be your skill level. You should check your skills before traveling, know what kind of skills you have and what they will be bringing into your new life. So you need to know the new environment you're moving to, like what is popular, like if you're moving to Europe, we know very well that fashion is big in Europe. So if you're someone who is into fashion, you can consider that even if you're not currently practicing it. I mean, you could go to one of the schools there. Yeah, I know a lot of people feel like, oh, when I'm done with education, especially formal education, that's it. I don't want to go back to school. If I'm relocating, it's for work, it's for family, it's for personal, like things. But I mean, you never stop learning, right? Your future is just as important. So, learning new things that you need for the future, learning new things that would take you from here to there, that would upgrade you, that would give you a different life. Like, I mean, like I said, you could change career, you could get a side job, whatever it may be. But just know that you should be open. If you're deciding to relocate, you should be open to learning. You should be open to discovering new paths. So that is also one aspect I think you should figure out, you should dissect before deciding if you should relocate. Whether your job is remote or not, all these points will work out. All these points will help you make an informed decision before relocating. I'm so happy about this video because I've been meaning to share this for a while. And I want to thank you for watching it. I want to thank you for sticking with me. Please, please, please subscribe, share my videos so that the family can grow and we have more subscribers. Please, let's do this. Give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and let me know things you want me to talk about. Let me know if there are things I missed in this video. Let's just have whole interaction. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next one.